Hey, what is up guys, it is Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video everyone. So this video is pretty much going to be my full review of Test Realm, of just everything new that had just hit Live Realm a couple days ago. I know I'm a little bit late to cover these kinds of things, but I did want to make a video of me just reviewing all the new updates that came to the game and just kind of summarize like the important stuff and, you know, tell the people who maybe weren't like following along as like dedicatedly as I was to this summer update, just sum it up for them, because obviously not everyone has, I guess, access to summer updates, and some people do live under, you know, a rock. So without further ado guys, let me just start off by saying the new faces are really creepy, okay? And basically also what I'm going to do basically for this full review, I just said basically twice, don't worry about it. But what I'm going to do for this full review is just kind of go over each highlight, because yes, there was more stuff than just these things added to the game, but it's mainly miscellaneous stuff, just like quality of life stuff, bug fixes that doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. So anyways, let us get into the update highlights. So I'm noticing right away, they actually took a little section out of this entire summer update summary page, and that is, well actually, okay, so there is a spell balance audit, but they actually changed a bit of stuff here. So if you guys don't know, in the first iteration of Test Realm, there were pretty much, you know, we had the 7 schools and their shadow spells, and obviously these shadow spells were extremely OP, blah blah blah. They made shadow spells really OP. Basically what they did, at least with those, is they nerfed them and then also did an entire spell balance audit, which basically means that, you know, to ensure, I guess, a good future for this game and to ensure they can scale difficulty correctly, they pretty much nerfed every single spell. I do believe every, I think, rank 7 and above, I'm pretty sure every spell was nerfed there. So I guess that happened, but I did quickly want to go over the spell, you know, revamps. Obviously there were some shadow pip changes as well, which I still don't really understand. It says we've rebuilt the shadow pip system, so it's been replaced. Instead of a percent stat, it's going to be a rating. So blah blah blah, they'll fill up their shadow meter. The higher your shadow pip rating, the faster the meter will fill. When the meter fills completely, you will generate a shadow pip. Basically, you will generate a shadow pip and then the meter will empty and you gotta begin, you know, waiting again. So that's gonna be interesting, I suppose. And then I guess if you have a higher shadow pip rating, then that little bar is going to fill up. But I think maybe what it is the bar, at least base, you know, without any sort of shadow rating enhancements. Maybe the bar, like, base is for everyone, like, or is the same for everyone, like you generate shadow pips the same as everyone else. I'm not really sure. This system is a little bit confusing, but it might be something like that. So that's interesting. So yes, there were shadow pip changes, shadow enhanced, spell rebalance, all of those were just nerfed. If you guys don't know, bugs was nerfed, gaze was nerfed, just every single shadow spell basically that you get from Darkmoor has been nerfed, as well as I believe some other ones as well, like the, I'm trying to think what level you actually get them. I think it might be like 118 or something. You get some like Mirage spells, you know, or at least while you're questing throughout Mirage, you get those spells. Those shadow enhanced spells are nerfed, as well as every single rank 7 and up normal spells. So basically the most important thing for, you know, the Wizard101 community to understand is that we're undertaking an audit of the game mechanics throughout the entire game. So this is so they can scale difficulty properly and ensure that they can keep making new worlds harder, basically. So they're nerfing all of our wizards, which is definitely really interesting to do. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. This is definitely weird, but I wanted to go over this first because it's probably the most important thing in this update, and it's something that I think everyone should know. So there's a spell balance audit, as well as just other nerfs, and of course a complete reworking of the shadow system. So I wanted to go over those spell and combat changes really quick. Other very notable changes have to do with a new character experience. So I'll just summarize this really quick because obviously it's a summary video. So a new character experience, basically what they have done here is they have kind of, what they seem like they've done at least, is added more customization options for your character and character creation, and have made getting to those customization options a lot faster. So for example, they've added like some little shortcuts here, it looks like, as well as they've just kind of updated it and made the character creation process basically a lot easier. So I guess that is pretty cool. And then of course there's also the face changes. They're a little bit unsettling, as I've mentioned many times in previous videos. I'm not the biggest fan, stuttering, but I'm not the biggest fan of them personally. I think they look okay, like they definitely don't look bad. I think they looked a little bit worse when Test Realm first came out and people just started panicking, you know, and I didn't even think they looked that bad, but it seems like they have improved it a bit more. So I am glad that our little character models and faces are getting a bit of an update. I think we had been due for one after the game being out for like 11 years or something like that, so that's pretty cool. I think the character models look decent, so overall I'm pretty satisfied. They do look a lot sharper. We blink now, So our wizards blink now. They definitely look a bit more alive, so I guess they've kind of achieved their goals here. But overall, I feel okay about this. I really, really do. It's not the worst thing I feel like that could have happened, and honestly, it was probably a step up, I think, from where they once were. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get like the same nostalgia as you would if you see one of the old, or if you, the same look, basically, the same feeling of looking at like an old face of a wizard. You're not really going to get that anymore because these can't really be reverted, I don't think. There's no classic mode switch to turn off. So this is what your wizards look like now, and you know what? I'm okay with that. And I forgot to mention, they added more stuff, I do believe, in the Magic Mirror Shop. So, of course, they've just revamped all of the customization options that you get in the Magic Mirror Shop and basically update them to kind of just fit better with your wizard and, of course, the high-textured, character faces we have now. So, next up, they have this thing called the Daily Spiral that is now something that pops up. It's a new category in the Crown Shop here called the Daily Spiral. And basically what it does is, I'm guessing this is your main quest. It shows your main quest because there's the stars right there. So it shows your main quest, or at least the most main quest that you have. I know for me, at least on my Fire Wizard, it tells me to defeat the Devourer right here because I guess that's just the biggest quest I have right now. And I guess technically it is a main quest. So it'll show your main quest right there. It shows your daily assignments, latest game news, which probably takes you up to a page like this, or probably this page. It shows you the Beast Moon Hunt, how many days that is. And then, of course, there's a PvP daily assignment as well. Shows your crowns, and then shows items that are recommended for your wizard. So this just kind of jam packs all that stuff into one place. I think this is actually really, really nice. I think that it will inform players a lot better on the events going on in the game, so people can capitalize on them as much as possible. So I think this was a really good addition to the little crown shop here, and I'm pretty sure, at least from what I have seen, whenever I log into the game on a new character, the daily spiral pops up, so I can, see all of my little assignments that I have to do, and I just, basically get a reminder. Basically what this is reminding you of the happenings in the game. So I really like this, and I think it was a really good change, actually, that was added to the game. So they also added a new Beast Moon game mode. So this doesn't really affect the grand scheme of the game, I think, too much. It's just kind of something to do on the side. So I guess this looks like a new map, actually, a Celestian themed map that they've added to the game. And so they've also added a new mode. Basically, it is a PvE mode, at least that's what it seems like to me, of the Beast Moon Hunt event. So basically, instead of fighting against other players, you will fight mobs. I'm guessing that are just probably waiting, just wandering around in these little battle circles. So you're probably going to have to fight mobs there. And then, of course, once you defeat like a certain number of mobs or something, a big boss is going to spawn in the middle, and then you all have to basically team up to take that down. So that's honestly a pretty interesting concept. I kind of want to try this game mode out for myself, see if it's as fun as the original Beast Moon Hunt event, which is honestly pretty fun in its own right. But I'm excited to see what this is. I'm glad KingsIsle is doing more things on the side like this. This stuff is kind of just fun to do and gives at least max level wizards. You don't have to be max level, obviously, but I feel like it gives max level wizards, or at least people who have done like everything in the game, something bonus to do. So I really, really like that they added this into the game. New Beast Moon Monster Mayhem event right here, guys. PvE version. Really, really interesting stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. I'm gonna have to try that game mode for myself. But yeah, anyways, they say it's very challenging and only the most skilled coordinated will make their way through the whole event, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, there is a Master of Mayhem badge. That's a new badge that they added, which is honestly a sick sounding badge. So they added Master of Mayhem badge for defeating 100 rank 3 Monster Mayhem bosses. So I'm guessing rank 3 might be the big boss in here, so I guess that's probably the most important badge, most prevalent. So yes, they added that as an extension to the Beast Moon Hunt event. Oh, and I forgot to mention they added some new beast forms on top of that. So they've added the Death Cyclops, Fire Ninja Pig, and Myth Draconian as well. So it's just some new classes basically to explore within the Beast Moon Hunt event, which kind of just adds to the fun of it, honestly. I'm glad that this is getting updated. I feel like the Beast Moon Hunt event is something really, really fun. I feel like KingsIsle just needs to spend a little bit more time on it, and honestly, I'm glad they're taking the time to do that. So anyways, the last thing that is pretty much noteworthy that they added to the game, I guess, is an improved improved PvP and PvP chat. Okay, so it says, even though PvP is a competitive area of the game by its nature, we still want to expect people to enjoy a match without worrying about being harassed. So basically what they have done here is, it seems like they have added new ways to mitigate and filter toxic behavior in comments. That's always good. I think PvP is just super, super toxic, even though I've never really been in that environment too much, but I've heard it's just not great sometimes. So there is players now categorized as combatants, spectators, or outsiders with respect to PvP chat privileges. So that's really interesting. So I guess those are different roles that you can get. So combatants include any player who are currently engaged on the sigil. So yeah, they're just different little spectators. So not engaged in combat, and then not located in the zone, but attempt to chat with the players inside of it, outsiders. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, interesting. So that probably won't affect it too much, I think, but combatants may only chat with other combatants on their own team. Okay, that's interesting. Like I said, okay, there's there's not a whole lot here. I feel like there's not really a whole lot. There was also this roundtable too where they talked with like one of the PvP YouTubers about like PvP, I guess in general. It's just a roundtable. I didn't really watch it personally. I'm a PvE YouTuber, okay, like yeah, that's just kind of who I am. But so they've improved PvP chat as well, and then spectators, so they must meet certain requirements as well in order to use chat. So I guess not everyone could just come in here and, you know, chat it up. So those requirements are level 15 and rank sergeant or above. So I guess you won't be getting, I guess, a person, for example, making like alt accounts to harass like a certain person. That can't really happen anymore, or if they did, they'd have to probably go to great lengths to do so. I'm glad this, you know, kind of mitigates some toxic behavior. I doubt this will probably fix the whole thing, but these changes are pretty much just nice in general, and I think that is about it for the summer update, which is in live realm now. So yeah, that's the summer update, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of it. So obviously the highlights: new character experience and new character appearance, and daily spiral, very good. Monster mayhem event, probably gonna have to try that out for myself. It does sound pretty fun. New beast forms and improved PvP and chat, as well as the whole balanced spell audit. So anyways, I feel okay about this summer update. It definitely was not one of the best updates we've ever had, but they did add some nice stuff in the game. Lots of quality of life stuff that will hopefully contribute to a better future of the game, and hopefully these changes will last. You know, some of the spell nerfs were really weird. I know some spells got pretty fucked hard by KingsIsle, so, you know, that's interesting. But anyways, that is going to be all from me, everyone. I think probably the most controversial part of this update, I mean, I think it's all fine and dandy besides kind of the spell balance audit. I'm interested to see where this goes in the future. Hopefully this is, you know, contributing to just a better future in general for the game and allows them to scale the difficulty better. But that is going to be it for this video, everyone, of just my little review of Test Realm, how I feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Did you think this was like one of the better updates we had in a while? Did you think this update sucked in every way, shape, or form possible? Let me know. Seriously, I'd like to know your opinions, but I will say that the thing I probably dislike the most is the spell nerfs. But hey, we'll see in the future. I feel like it's too early for me to actually leave a comment, because I feel like, you know, if it does end up making the game better in the future, I feel like we'll all have been kind of proved wrong and just look like idiots. But anyways, that is gonna be all from me, everyone. If you guys did enjoy the video, you could leave a like or subscribe for more content like this in the future. I'm pretty much posting like all the time. I'm posting all the time. I got so much time now. It's summer, so I really hope you guys enjoy the content to come. We're almost at 4K subs, and by the time I upload this video, we might already be there. So thank you guys so much for the support recently. It's been absolutely awesome. That is gonna be all from me, everyone. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out.